And welcome back. It is a grand final day here at the Santos National Football Stadium, the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union. This is the day that matters most. And now it's time for the second grand final. The under-20 men's division, the MONI plus Nova, taking on the NORTHWAYS Consulting Wanderers. Yeah, the match about to start shortly. But yes, it is, again, perfect weather for rugby. And I'm sure it will be an awesome match. Both teams finishing top of the ladder. MONI plus Nova finishing first with the Wanderers. NORTHWAYS Consulting Wanderers finishing second. As we see both teams now running onto the field. The Wanderers in their traditional maroon and dark blue, with the MONI plus Nova in the blue and gray jerseys. So Nova will be running from right to left with the breeze at the back, and Wanderers will be running against the wind from left to right. It is the under-20 men's grand final as we're about to get things started here today in the second grand final. Again, we're without a team list, so we weren't able to bring you those, but the number 10 for Nova. And yeah, the Wanderers also in their brand new uniform, so that's a great sign. Wanderers taking the long way round, losing to MONI plus Nova initially, but winning their way back 6-0 last week to get back into the grand final. First place playing second place. Two top teams in the men's under-23 division go head-to-head in the grand final here today. We have the number 10 for Nova about to get things started. And we have kickoff. Nova go long. It's a 23. It's a number 7, I believe. Wanderers with the clearance. Ball's been towed into the middle of the field. The fullback stepping back, running into traffic, still going. Finally goes down. The number 9 just organizing his forwards, as any good number 9 should. Gives it to one of the lanky flankers, and he loses the ball in contact. Wanderers with the knock-on advantage. Comes back for the clearance. It's been put up high. And the number 11 does well to catch the ball, but referee, of course, playing that advantage for knock-on. We will have the first scrum of the match. This is the under-23 grand final between Nova and Wanderers. With Wanderers having the first feed at this scrum. Nova with a slightly heavier pack, as we see that weight being felt. And referee giving the advantage for an early release, as we see a solid shot there from Nova. Wanderers still have the ball, not releasing, not rolling away. Penalty to Wanderers. So they will have the Selena throw in. The number 10 makes sure But the ball goes far deep into touch. The first line out of the match goes to Wanderers now. Wanderers with the throw in. They go short. And we have the number 10. He's being dragged down from the back, forcing a knock on. Nova with a great defensive play there. I think he's one of the back rowers with a great show of speed. The number 19 actually, who's the number 8, did well to get from the line-out throw-in all the way to midfield and disrupt that ball. So you're about to Nova with the scrum. They win one. And the kick there, not really a good kick, just a low trajectory one as well. And Wanderers just able to diffuse it with ease. As we see some great line speed from the Nova defense. They spread it left now. That tackle looked a bit high. Yep, referee playing the advantage for that high shot. That ball's been towed ahead. Referee's okay. Advantage gained, and it's been booted back. A great kick with the wind. Goes in goal. Will it stay in goal? It rolls out, so that is unfortunate. Not a result that Nova would have wanted. The kick going out in the full will have the scrum back to where the ball was kicked. That's the thing about kicking with the breeze at your back. You have to be mindful about that breeze and at least take that into consideration when you're punting those big ones downfield. Wanderers with the feed. The first scrum was driven back by Nova. They'll need to do well just to contain this forward pack from, and they do well again, but it's still going backwards, and again they lose another scrum. Nova win one against the head. And again, another low trajectory kick. It luckily makes it way into touch, but again, Nova have been kicking rather low. We're still 0-0 in the first half. 5 minutes gone. Nova with the throw-in. And they go short. The ball's been knocked out, a bit scrappy. Not sure who has it. The referee playing advantage for a knock-on against MONI plus Nova. So Wanderers again will have the feed, but the scrum hasn't been working the first 3 scrums of the match. They need to, in some ways, contain, get lower, and just to hold this MONI plus forward pack or scrum till the number 8 and number 9 can get the ball out. Again, another big scrum, but rotating is the call from Nova. Penalty to Wanderers. Wanderers to kick for touch. It's number 10. And the kick is good. It looks like it's still going to be in the field of play. Yes. Bit off a bit more than he could chew there. Nova have the ball. And they pass it back into the 22, and And the kick downfield is good with the number and the fullback stepping past one. Little goose step into the defenders. Great work. Good offensive footwork there from the fullback. And here's, I think, is the one of the flankers bumping off one. A strong carry. Wanderers, they go again. Dummy. Step back inside and he's hit hard. And they move it right. There's an overlap. A pass there just needed to go through the hands, and the ball's been dislodged by the number 4 in a great tackle. Number 11, feeling his ribs. He got rib checked by the lock for Nova. Wanderers losing the ball. Knock on. Scrum feed to Nova. And there was a sweetly timed tackle as well. And from the blind side, especially when you're trying to draw and pass and you don't see that tackler coming in from your blind side, you have your ribs exposed, and number 11 felt that. But yeah, he's back to his feet. Strong boy. We'll have a scrum to Nova just outside the 22. Scrum works well. The number 9 being forced to pass. The ball's been towed ahead, but the referee has spotted a knock on. So it's a scrum to Nova once again. Nova scrum has been pretty sturdy. Just outside the 22, the number 9 for Nova to feed with the loose head feed. Nova scrum holding well. Offside. We had a player collapsing, who had his, wasn't supporting his weight. Penalty. Wanderers now with the opportunity to draw first blood. The referee just having a word with the number 4, the number 3, just explaining the scrum infringement. Quick tap. Come to the blind side. The number 13, the number 7 is smashed. I think that's a card. Yep. The number 8. The first card of the match. Referee saying it was tackled. The Wanderers player was tackled without the ball. Nova will be a man down now. Wanderers, quick tap and go. The 13 stepping past one, running into a solid tackle. He's been lifted, he's been picked up. Ball's been ripped away. And I think we have a double knock on, says the referee. Nova, defend well. Yeah, fortunate for Nova, the Wanderers decided to run it down the short side. I thought they had numbers out wide to the left, but the number 9 in the 21 decided against it, and yeah, just they lost that opportunity now. Scrum to Nova. They win the scrum. Here's the number 10 with the clearance, puts it up high. And here's his opposite number. Waiting for the pass, and he's knocked it on, but great result for Nova. It was a long pass, at least 30 to 40 meter pass. Just he bounced up, and he had players on him as well, Nova players, his defenders right in his face, and he just forced that error out of him. But yeah, great line speed from Nova to force that mistake from Wanderers. They successfully get out of their own 22. Now they have the scrum feed just outside the 40. And they pass it, goes to the number 10, and he boots one down. It bounces And a smart play to get territory back for his team. The number 10 with a great placement kick. So it'll be a throw into Wanderers now. They go short. It's been tapped back. Comes to the 10. He gives it to one of his centers, and he's met with a strong hit. Wanderers still have the ball inside the 22. Clearance. And that looked like it was knocked on. Yeah, mistake from one of the flankers. Number 7 for MONI Plus puts it down. Plain and simple. Nova were in great territory to advance and probably score points, but they've lost territory and they've lost the ball as well. We're still tied, 0-0. Who can break the deadlock first? Wanderers with the scrum. The scrum holds, or does it? They get it out just in time. A loop play, and we have a winger that's been given space, but the referee, the linesman, has spotted a forward pass. Yeah, forward pass. Says the referee, so says the touch judge. Referee going on that advice. We'll have the scrum. So yes, referee will give the scrum to Nova. MONI Plus Nova have yet to had any real proper territory, and the ball's been knocked out. That was a smart but sneaky play from the number 9 from Wanderers. Ball's been passed back into the field of play. Knock on. A bit scrappy here in the grand final of the men's under 20 division. A grand final. About 15 minutes in the first half. Wanderers again will feed another scrum. The scrums have been solid so far. They work it left. Comes through the hands. There's an overlap. If they can use it or get the ball to the man in space, but knock on. Referee playing the advantage. The number 10 marshalling his forwards around. Dummy goes on his own. He's isolated. Ball's out, says the referee. Here's the number 8 going for a carry. Here's the hooker, gives it to the 10. I think he's one of the props. It's been driven back. The ball's been stripped out. Knock on. Yeah, ball security. Letting the Wanderers down as they cough up possession back to the Wanderers. Nova back to a full strength team. They did well. You couldn't really tell that there was a one-man advantage to Wanderers. So Nova now back to 15 men. It's a nice sunny day here at Santos National Football Stadium here in Port Moresby. The sun's really come out now. Number 10, and they work it to one of the centers. He gets the offload away, draws, passes. There's a man free down beside the winger. Steps in and out, has some pace. Beats one, beats two, just goes down just outside the 22. Nova finally in some good territory as we see one of the forwards Comes to the number 8, the number 6. He's driven back. Number 5 with a long pass. The 13 now. They have some numbers out wide. Can they use it? But no. Wanderers doing well to shut down that attack. Nova still on the attack. Comes to the 10. Gives it to his flanker, who's slightly isolated, but it's okay. Number 6 now. And number 9 gives it to the 10, and then I'm not sure who he was passing to. And that player was hit a bit high. I think the flanker. Referee playing the advantage. I think we could see another yellow. Yep. It is the second yellow card of the match. Wanderers will have a player in the bin. The MONI plus Nova looking to go for points. I think they're signing for the kicking team. Not. Yep. Nova will attempt this penalty goal. So they want points. Nova. They've had a week off, Nova, waiting for the grand final, so should have some fresh legs there. But here is the number 4. Yep, that is the lock. The second rower lining up this conversion from about 30 meters out, 38 meters from the goal line, and he strikes it. Looks good. And yes, that is the first points of the men's under 23 grand final. MONI plus Nova get the first points of the match through a penalty goal. The score, MONI plus Nova 3 leading. The Wanderers 0. And Wanderers go a bit short. Great chase there from Wanderers, and the ball finds no one. Nova still have the ball, a bit scrappy there from the kickoff. But they finally get to secure the ball with the number 9. Just organizing his players. Pass back for the clearance, and it's been put up. Not much meters on it, but it finally bounces and finds its way into touch with the fullback shrugging off, the fly half shrugging off one, finally being brought down inside the 40. Comes to the 8, and his tip-on pass has been met with a strong tackle from the 19 and the 6. Here's the number 6, and he slips into contact. Wanderers still have the ball. And here's the number 6, and he's met in some strong defense. Nova mean business when it comes to the tackling department. And there's a short ball. The player for Wanderers is isolated. But somehow, Wanderers still have the ball. And it's been stripped away by Nova. Some smart play. MONI plus Nova have the ball at halfway. Comes to the number 10. A little chip over the top. Finds space. The fullback. Little goose step. And he's been met in a strong tackle by the 11. Wanderers pass it back. And the 10 finds space. Caught by the fullback. The 23, step back. Finally put down midfield. The number 9 gives it to the hooker. Goes for a run. Breaks through two defenders. Wanderers. And that was just no defense at that breakdown. That ruck. As we see the number 10 put it into touch for Wanderers. A bit disjointed from Wanderers, but they still seem to be in this battle, so in this contest. So still 3-0 to Nova, leading the Wanderers. Nova will have the throw in. The hooker about to throw in for Nova. And they go to the back. And great. And the number 6 is still going, but the ball's been ripped away from him. And it's been knocked on. So knock on both ways, says the referee. It'll be a scrum to Nova now. About 24 minutes down in this first half. We have Nova with the feed at this scrum, and we'll feed the scrum, but the scrum has been solid well throughout the first half, and we see a penalty to Nova. The scrum has been one of the strengths in this first half of this grand final. With Nova to kick for touch now. And the touch finder is good. It's outside the 22. Right. Around the 35-meter mark. I think we have a substitution. Oh, it's a Wanderers player coming back onto the field. So Wanderers now back to a full-strength team. And the number 9 as well, one of the forwards for the number 7 for Nova, receiving some attention. He's now back with a new look with a headband. And they go to the back, but it's been overthrown. But still, MONI Plus have the ball. The 9 has it, and he fends off one, finally goes down. 49 meters from Wanderers' try line. And they give it to the number 6 with a good inside ball to his lock. As you see the number 23 now. He takes the number 8. Yeah, great run. And it comes to the hooker who gives it to the fullback in the 23. He steps back against the grain. Runs into some solid defense. Nova slowly but surely inching. I was here the hooker again with a strong run. Rolling. You have to release that ball. We have a player that's down. Clutching at an ankle. With the referee coming to have a word with his touch judge. Probably an instance or an incident that he missed. Or just some clarification on. Okay, so I think So yeah, it will be a penalty, a long arm penalty to Wanderers. The hooker for the number 2 for Nova just receiving some attention on that ankle, that right ankle. The number 5 actually, he limps back in line. Wanderers now to find touch. Again, as you can see, that ball spinning back. That's that breeze that he's kicking into, as you can also see from the touch judge's flag. The Wanderers was kicking into the, and we have Wanderers go short, and they have the ball. They've won the ball at this line out. Comes to this is number 5. Great line speed from Nova though. And again, line speed. Wanderers losing meters, but again, great struggle from the 7 to make some meters. The number 10 boots it down. And number 3 on the attack, and he loses it in contact. Nova players, they're arguing that there was a element of a high shot in that, but referee saying it's a knock on. With the Hausik chant going from the Wanderers fans. Yeah, great run. He ran back with purpose, but just wasn't able to secure that ball with both hands. So he lost that ball, so it's now a scrum to Wanderers. As we see that big shove coming from Nova, but they haven't the ball out in time, as we see an inside ball from, I think, the inside center. Comes back to the 10. Again, great line speed from Nova. Whereas there's a bit of a chip and chase, and the winger for Nova almost regathered that, but it bounced out into touch. We have a player down from Nova. As we have that player down in back play, a bit of I think the 12, he was able to, he's the one that made that run back against the grain, as we have a bit of a push and shove going on. Gents, let's just continue with the game. No need for that extra stuff. But yeah, the 12 coming off. I think coming off for a head injury assessment, HIA, just to make sure he's okay. You see the crowd and the fans all here. Number 19 coming on for the injured 12 that came off. As you see the Wanderers fans there, all in the maroon and white. A great shout out to the supporters, the vocal supporters of Wanderers. Wanderers are also one of those clubs that always have a vocal fan base in the Pepsi Rugby Union competition, and it's fortunate for the club to have one of the teams here in the grand final, and the Premier Grade hasn't been doing too well. They finish at the bottom of the ladder, but it's good for the club to see that the next generation could have a brighter future for the club. They're now here in the grand final, so at least a shining light in what has been a not too good season for the club, especially in the Prem's division. I think there will be a penalty to Wanderers. They're just waiting to get play back underway. And here is the number 10 to kick for touch. As you can hear in the background, the halftime siren going off. So this will be the final play of the first half. Wanderers, can they at least get something to show for? The line out, they go short. 21 gives it to the 11, hands it on to the 9, Dummy chips ahead, but there's no one chasing that ball. So that is the final play of the first half in this men's under-20 grand final, with the MONI plus Nova taking on the NORTHWAYS Consulting Wanderers. So it's halftime here. It's halftime. The score, once again, MONI plus Nova 3, leading the NORTHWAYS Consulting Wanderers 0 at halftime. We'll take a short break and we'll be back with you for the second half of this grand final.
More than the life we've known, there is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time.
Each province tells Tumbuna stories their own way. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bungim Yumi.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Giving wings to our dreams. soar on high, so high in the sky. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be living incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go. It's our chance to building something new, to see a different point of view. Let's be part of something wonderful. Strong in life, belong in me. Stretch him, sing, that belong all family. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be living incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be living incredible. We dare to believe. Oh, 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 oh. Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be living incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go.
Tell him shorty come get in it. Come grind on me, but mit in it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Pepsi bottle.
Each province tells Tumbuna stories their own way. But there's one thing that brings everyone together. SB Laga, Bungim Yumi.
Dreaming for more than the life we've known. There is more to what the future holds. You me holy man, no walk one time. Giving wings to our dream. That it's soar on high, so high in the sky. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be living incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready track team sing that belong on family. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be living incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With money plus we're ready to go. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to be living incredible. We dare to believe. Oh, 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 oh.
And welcome back to the second half of this under 23 men's grand final in the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union competition down here at Santos National Football Stadium. The kick was the second half was started. The kick was deep from Wanderers, and the clearance was knocked on by Wanderers. So that's where the scrum will be held midfield, and also the lock for Nova was who had some attention to his ankle. Okay, well, he tried to push on through the pain, as anyone would want to do in the grand final, but it was too much. So he's been substituted, and then he's been replaced. Now here's Nova again with another big, and that pass finding no one at the back. Wanderers losing ground, but again, a reckless high tackle. I think it was the number 6 chasing down the ball, but it's just a penalty, okay? And the Wanderers are fortunate to still be a full team. It was a rather reckless tackle, just swinging the arm. And the touch finder from Nova is a good throw in 40 meters out inside Nova territory now. Nova, the hooker with the throw in. And they go short. The ball's been tapped back by Wanderers. They have the ball and have lost it. Nova in possession of the ball now. The 23 gives it back to the 10 with a low trajectory kick. It's been charged down, but it's been knocked on. So, yeah, Nova having issues with the clearance. They may be forced to hand over the ball. MONI plus Nova arguing their case. They're saying that they didn't lose it. It was the Wanderers. With the touch judge having a word with the referee. Okay, looks like referee has made a decision. So it will be a scrum to Nova. So yeah, the Nova players would have a future as lawyers, seeing how well they're arguing their case. So decision overruled. Scrum to MONI plus Nova now. Nova with the loose head feed, and wow, Nova, Wanderers with the get the penalty at scrum. An aspect of the game where Nova have really thrived on for the first half, and Wanderers, the penalty, they go for the kick. And last week, they were able to win 6-0. So yes, 2 penalty goals. And, you know, as we saw in the first grand final, points are crucial. And it's best that you take them whenever they're on offer, as we see the Wanderers kicker lighting up this conversion. This penalty goal attempt about 33 meters out from the Nova goal line and about 15 meters from touch. It's quite an angle. But if last week is anything to go by, it should be an easy one. He strikes it, and it's successful. And withdrawn. But now equal, 3 points apiece. Nova 3, Wanderers with that penalty goal. Now on equal footing and 3 points as well. It is the second half of the under-23 men's grand final, with the 24 going long, and it's been and he's been driven back, and he looked like he knocked it on. That's a great tackle there, forcing that error from Wanderers. Yeah, great show of strength as well in the tackle to drive that Wanderers player back. And while trying to force that pass as he was being driven back, he's forced that knock on. So a great result. His hard work has given his team the possession on Nova, just outside of the 22. We'll have this scrum. And a quick tap and pick and go. It's been passed to the flanker. He's just short. Nova still have the ball. Quick tap and go from MONI plus Nova. They're searching the first 5-pointer of the game. And here the ball's been lost in contact. Great goal line defense, but the referee. Yeah, great. I thought the referee's going to rule for an offside, but no, referee ruled it's a knock on. But yeah, great goal line defense from Wanderers. And great tackle as well. Just dislodging the ball. Now Wanderers not in the clears yet. They need to win this scrum and get the clearance. Get out of their red zone. MONI plus, if they could win the scrum, they immediately go back on the attack. You see a big shove coming from Nova. Yeah, penalty. Quick tap and go. He's short. Great reaction time from Nova, from Wanderers. And he's knocked it on. Yeah, a bit too eager there. Wanderers again denying Nova the try. But again, it's going to be a scrum to Wanderers. They haven't been too good at those, so they need to get the ball out rather quickly. Wanderers number 9 to feed the scrum. It is a loose head feed for Wanderers. And the ball comes out rather quickly. Clearance from the 10. He puts it up high. And it goes out. Not much yardage on that kick, but as long as it's further away from the try line for Wanderers. Wanderers now will need to defend their try line once again. Nova. They go to the front. The lineout's been won by Wanderers. And it's been towed ahead by the number 9. Is finding some good yardage and a great line speed from Wanderers, able to cut down that fullback. Nova still have the ball. They go out wide, chancing their hand down the blind side. Still in the field of play somehow. He comes back. They work it right now. Line speed, steps past one. Thought he had the arm free for an offload, but he goes down with it, and he's been. That's right. That's what happens when you're isolated and you don't have enough players. And referee just giving a warning for, I think it's a back chat. It's one of the Nova players. Wanderers now to kick the touch. We have a substitution coming to the Wanderers, the 19 and the 18 now on the field of play. Both forward replacements. Going straight to the line out. 2 players on, 2 players off. And line out a bit premature. Referee had not given the go-ahead. Now he has. Wanderers. They go short. Comes to the 9. To the 10. Inside ball. Ball's been knocked back, but then it's been knocked on. Referee playing the advantage for knock on. The 24. He gives it to the 13. They have numbers. Knock on from Wanderers. So the scrum to Nova. Yeah, a great work from the winger to shut down that attack. They had the overlap as well. But, you know, a great defensive read. Was able to shut down the man with the ball before he could be outnumbered. To find that pass away. Nova fit the scrum, and the scrum is... we have an issue. I'm not sure what happened. Referee reaching for a card. Nova. Nova number 3 has been sent to the bin for a scrum infringement. I'm not too sure what happened, but the referee saw enough to send him to the sin bin. MONI plus Nova, now a man down. A bit of an ill discipline. I'm not sure what it was, but I think it happened at scrum. And a great touch finder finds the Wanderers deep inside Nova territory. They haven't seen this part of the field in quite some time. They finally do so. We'll see if they can put points on the board. With the Wanderers chant coming from their fans in the stands. Referee just telling the players to clear the tunnel. Throw in. They go short. It's been tapped back. Comes to the 10. He gives an inside ball. We have a Wanderers player The number 5 takes a carry. Comes to the number 10. He finds a short ball that's been put down. Yeah, unfortunate for Wanderers, but again, I think it was a bit of a miscommunication there. I think the number 7 wasn't really expecting that ball, that short ball. He expected it to go out wide, but in the end it was thrown to him. He was a bit, well, he was not ready for that pass, putting it down. Yes, we're still tied, 3-all. Nova and Wanderers here in the under 20 men's grand final. And the kick has been put up high, and a great take from one of the wings. And the clearance made, and it bounces inside Wanderers territory. And the fly half stepping past one, still going, still driving those legs, and they work it right. Great line speed from Nova. And the chip over the top, caught by the winger, stepping back one way, still going. He's isolated though, but Nova do well to recover and get bodies to that breakdown. It's been passed back into the 22. So the kicker keeps it in the field of play, and it's a great take by the 22, but it's knocked it on. Ball's been ripped back, but the referee says play on. You see the number 18, the 13 actually, going for a carry, and the number 5 breaks free. And number 9 actually gets the offload, and then it's been knocked on. Two of the replacements for the Wanderers, the 19 and 18, just juggling the ball forward. Yeah, constituting a knock on. Yes, and we're into the second half of this under 23 grand final. We have some more substitutions coming on. The 20 coming on for Wanderers, and the 15 coming on for MONI plus Nova. And this would be the best time to reach for your bench. You'd want your players on the field to empty the tanks, the replacements to do their job. Scrum feed. Wanderers pass it out back to number 10 with a little chip and chase, but a great read from the number 6 for Wanderers. And he returns serve with his little chip and chase. Almost regathers it, but has overrun it by at least a meter or two. Nova now. The ball's free. Wanderers could have the ball. Scrappy. And Nova decided to run it. Again, he's isolated. Not really choosing the safest options here, Nova, but still working for them. A quick rock there from Nova. It's been passed back to the fresh legs, and he finds space behind Wanderers defenders, and he looked like he had his foot in touch, but the referee is fine. The touch judge has his flag down, so it's play on. Wanderers have all the running. Comes to the number 4. The ball's been stripped out, and it's been regathered by Wanderers. Draw and pass, number 2 stepping back at an angle, running back against the grain. To pass to the 12. The 12 does sees an overlap and passes it out on the outside. 13, he's brought down around the 10-meter mark. Wanderers have the ball. They try a snipe down the blind side, inching ever so closely towards that try line. Wanderers comes right, and a short ball and a strong tackle by Nova. And they work it quickly outright. They have numbers, but the number 2 stepping back in, still going inside the 5-meter, and he's knocked it on with a quick pick and go, and he's put it down. I think that's a number 4. He could see the try line, but as he was trying to make a beeline and dive over, a desperate tackle there, just forcing that error. As we have the player down. I think it's a shoulder injury. Yep. As you can see, I think it's one of the back row for Nova. They're just grimacing in pain. His shoulder. As the ref holds off time to sort out what's going to happen. I think not sure if MONI plus Nova have any more substitutions or not. But the number 6 is going to stay on the field and power through. We'll have a scrum to MONI plus Nova at the 5-meter mark. 5 meters from touch, from goal.
The referee let us know when time on. The referee let us know when time on.
Referee here, just resetting the scrum. If Wanderers can win the scrum, it could be too big of a task for them, but you never know. Wanderers with the feed, Nova with the feed. Little to no trouble at all for that Nova scrum, as we see the clearance. And it bounces back, and we have a player. I thought he was tackled in the air, but it wasn't. But yeah, Wanderers still have the ball. That contest for the ball was fine. Scrum half just organizing his forwards, and the ball's been knocked on. Nova now have a run. It's the 24. Scrum half organizing his kicker, and the ball's been kicked, and it looked like it's been knocked on again. Wanderers just knocking on and giving possession back to Nova. It's the second, almost like the second knock on in about 4 phases. They need to be a bit more tidy in that department. Wanderers, as we've heard, the Wanderers chant, now the Nova chant going around from their supporters. We have a scrum at the halfway. Comes to the 10, goes left. And solid contact, but he's still going, making an extra meter or two. Nova. Is the number 7. The ball, and they go to the blind side. The ball's being kicked ahead. And we have, I thought there was a high tackle. But the Nova player was also falling as well, so I think won't be too much of, but we'll see. The referee having a word with the culprit, just warning him, telling him to get back in line, but it's just a penalty for that high tackle. Nova, the 10 for Nova, the fly half, puts it into touch. Around the 25 meters from goal. A very tight contest here in this second half, in this grand final between Nova and Wanderers. The referee ruling that the throw-in was not straight. Wanderers will throw in now. They go short, but MONI plus Nova have won the throw-in. And they move it. And the pass behind, but the fullback does well to get the ball, but the 22 is being brought down, and great work at the breakdown. Wanderers survived that raid from Nova, but we're still tied. Who will break the deadlock? I'm sure the team that gets to score points next will definitely have the upper hand as we head towards the back end of the second half. But yeah, Wanderers, the interchange bench has also brought in brought some life back into this team, and they go long, but the jumper just not able to regather it. And the referee saw that knock on. The 20 for Wanderers just not able to get his hands on that ball properly. And Wanderers, Nova have gone for a scrum instead. Scrum from that knock-on. Goes to the 10, on to the 13. He's been met with some great defense, some great rush defense, and we see the ball being stripped away. Wanderers creating something out of absolutely nothing as we see a player being collared, being hit a bit high. We have a player down in back play, the number 10. Referee just having going to have a word with the touch judge on what happened. But yeah, it was great work from the number 11 from Wanderers to rip that ball away and make it all the way into Nova's 22. As we still have that Nova player down in back play. I think he's been, but he must have copped a shot rather high. So he's just going through the motions to see if he is fit to continue. Again, if you just join, it is the under 23 men's grade grand final between Nova and Wanderers. Nova in the blue and gray kit or jersey, and Wanderers in the traditional maroon and dark blue. The penalty goal, 5 meters in from touch. He strikes it, and it's just pushed past the face. And then Wanderers push him back into the goal line. So it will be a goal line dropout to Wanderers, to Nova. We have another player down, but he's back to his feet. Gingerly getting back to his, I think it's cramps. As we see the referee. Trying to know what's happening. The referee trying to. We have a stoppage of play. So we're still, it is the second half, and we're about to get things back underway. It will be a goal line dropout to the MONI plus Nova. And Nova, they're still not out of the danger zones yet, as we see Wanderers now. Quick pick and go, trying to build that momentum. Past, left, step back. Wanderers still have the ball. A drop goal attempt, low trajectory one, which will go dead in the field of play. And that is a full time. Full time here at the Santos National Football Stadium, under 23 men's grand final. Just trying to figure out what will happen next. Could be golden point. So we still, and yes, it's full time with MONI plus Nova 3 and Wanderers, NORTHWAYS Consulting Wanderers 3 as well. That is the full-time score. Okay, I've been told that we will be going into extra time to figure out a winner. So extra time it is. So yes, we're 3-all with extra time to play to find out who will walk away victors in this under 23 Pepsi Capital Rugby Union Men's Under 23 Grand Final. And we'll take a short break and we'll be back with extra time. Stay with us.
More than the life we've known, there is more to what the future holds. You be holy, man, no walk one time. Oh, 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 oh. We dare to believe in incredible things. Oh, 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 oh. With MONI plus we're ready to go. Pepsi bottle. Tell him shorty come get it. Come grind on me, but met it. Mommy get loose, get loose, get loose. Pepsi in my hand, ice cold, no excuse. I tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with the fresh sound. Tell him who's gonna bring that groove down. Pepsi with that fresh sound. Pepsi, give me some Pepsi bottle. Pepsi, you like it? Bottle, Pepsi, you like it?
And yes, welcome back. It is extra time in this grand final match for the under 23 men's division. MONI plus Nova and Wanderers. So I've been told that it is extra time and it's 10 minutes each way. So that's 3 points apiece. We're tied. And we're having 10 minutes each way of extra time. And Nova have the penalty, and they're looking to go for, get closer to the try line. The number 10, putting it into touch around the 30-meter mark. All to play for their season, both teams' season hanging in the balance. The team that scores next team that most likely walks away the winner of this grand final. Nova with the throw-in. They go to the back. It's been knocked back. And it looked like it was tapped forward. But the referee says that... and the referee going for a card. A yellow card. Tap down. Yep, tap down. Wanderers. Cynical play. Wanderers will be a man down. And Nova will have the ball. And it's they've gone for a scrum. They want all their opposing forwards in one place. In doing so, they could have some space out wide for the backs and the faster men to work with. With the 24, the replacement scrummer for Nova. He feeds the scrum, and the scrum holds as it has been for the entire match. The referee giving a penalty against Nova. Wanderers will have, and they was a quick tap and go, but it wasn't on the mark. So referee ruling that. So yeah, again, all that hard work from that first couple of phases comes undone. And the touch finder is at the 40-meter for the Nova. Wanderers, they've been going short all game, and they go that way once again. It's been passed, and good rush defense from Nova, forcing the fly half down, and that pass wasn't necessary. Comes to the 12. An inside ball, again risky, but Wanderers still have the ball. The number 9 gives it back to his 10. He hoofs it downtown with the fullback. The 13 stepping past one, breaks away, chips forward. The 13 for Wanderers, he has it, and he makes a straight line, running straight into 4 Nova players, but they were all in front of the kicker. So yeah, they were offside. Nova are Wanderers. And the kick for touch. Yes, it successfully goes, finds touch. Now Wanderers will look to win this throw-in. They go short once again, but this time Nova knew what was coming. They win that line out against the head as they work it through their hands. They spread it out wide. Great footwork from the winger. They're getting away from 1, 2, 3, 4, still going. Finally gets past the halfway, and the ball's been ripped away by Wanderers. So you see some solid contact from Nova defenders. And here's the ball's been ripped away again. Very scrappy. Nova. They will get the ball back at this scrum feed, but they don't really have much to show for it. The score is still 3-all, and they're still in the middle of the field. They need to find a way to get back in, well, to get to better territory. The 24 eats it. They go to the blind side. They'll chip ahead. It looks like it's going to go out on the full. Great result for Wanderers. Not so much for Nova. We're still 3-all. Who will be the team to break the deadlock? Okay. And the number 4 back onto the field. Wanderers back to a full-strength team. They go short. The Bulls again scrappy coming down from the line out. Number 9 just taking his time, making sure that his forwards are set. Comes to the number 10, gives it a short ball, or crash ball to the 13, making inroads. And the ball looked like it was knocked down. It wasn't a tap down, but it was a knock on. So it looks like it will be a scrum to Nova. So the referee ruled that the Nova player didn't play at the ball, but he was effecting a tackle. We have Wanderers with the feed now. That scrum, big scrum coming from Nova. Great result for them. It was a dominating scrum as well. As soon as the ball went in, almost instantly jolted back. A great show of strength from that forward back for Nova. Touch finder is good. Goes into touch. Nova will have the ball. The next points are crucial. It is extra time. If you're just joining in the men's under-23 grand final, Pepsi Capital Rugby Union, MONI plus Nova go to the back. 24 passes it to his 10, gives it to the 13. It goes through the hands, and it's been put down once again. And that has been the story for most of the game. Both teams just not finding that final TKO knockout blow to put this game to bed. As Nova will have a throw in. They win it. Number 10 now looks for the clearance. Straight into the bread basket of one of the wingers. He gets up instantly as we hear the halftime siren for extra time go off in the background. Nova still have the ball. Final play comes to the number 7. Met in some great defense from Wanderers. And it comes to the number, I think it's number 6, still going. And the referee playing the advantage. It's just about 40 meters, and Nova looking to go for points. This penalty goal will be attempted. First, it was the kicker was off the mark. The referee said, "I know what you're trying to do there. Come back over here." The number 4, the lock, lining up this conversion. It's about 40 meters, give or take. He has the wind at his back as well, and he strikes it. And it's short. Wanderers ground the ball in goal. So that is halftime of the first half of extra time. They will swap sides and go at it once again. And yes, it is halftime of extra time. And we are waiting for the kick restart to the second half. And both teams still were locked in at halftime of the extra time. 3-all. MONI plus Nova 3. Wanderers 3 as well. They go long. Wanderers, Nova. The 10 puts it up high, but he's kicking into the wind, and the kick is regathered again by the number 22. And great work at the breakdown from the number, I believe it's the number 4, and immediately they point to the sticks. Immediately. And we have a player down in back play, a Wanderers player that is on the ground right now. Not too sure what happened, but he hasn't moved since his on the ground. And as we have a penalty, we're still waiting for the penalty attempt. And yes, one of the feel-good stories of the season as well. Wanderers under 23, they lost the semi-final. They had to fight their way back, and they're once again back here, and they fight their way back into the grand final. And even though the club hasn't been doing too well over the last couple of seasons, their juniors, the under 23s, find themselves in the grand final. So well done to them for their hard work over the course of the season, and also to the coaching staff as well. But this conversion attempt is inside the 40. At least 32 meters, 38 meters from the sticks. It's a little bit to the right. With the 15 for Wanderers lining up this conversion. He's kicking with the breeze to his back. The ball falls over. He has to line it up once again. Last week they made it through on the back of 2 penalty goals, 6-0. So, and he leads in and strikes it. It looks good, and it goes in. But we still have the remaining minutes of the second half of extra time to go. Wanderers cannot celebrate as yet. The result is not in their hands firmly as yet. They still have leftover minutes of the second half. Nova put it up. They hang it up high, and the number 4 with a great take, and he was tackled in the air. Yeah, MONI plus Nova, the players, I know that they needed that ball back, and in trying to do so, they just forced that penalty which sees Wanderers will most likely get out of their own half. Number 10 shanks it. Sure, they came off the side of the boot, but they will get the line-out throw in. Wanderers with their noses in front. 6 points leading. Nova 3. We have another player that's down. The number 1, the prop for MONI plus Nova. Yeah, he's clutching at a knee, so could be a knee injury. We're waiting for the injured player. We're waiting. Coming up next, of course, we have the men's A-grade grand final between the Harlequins and University Piggies. The player being, yeah, he'll need to be substituted. He needs to come off as the play needs to continue. Not too sure. Oh, they're calling for a stretcher. And yes, as you can see, the crowd is starting to, the stands are starting to fill up. Everyone here anticipating a great day of rugby here at the Santos National Football Stadium. It is a grand final day for the Pepsi Capital Rugby Union competition. It is right now, it's the second half of the men's under 23 grand final between Wanderers on 6 leading Nova 3. All points coming by the way of a penalty goal. No tries as yet. As we can see the player being stretched off. Play will continue. Wanderers with the throw in. They go short, but MONI plus win the ball, but they look like they've knocked it on. Yep. Nova knock it on, so it will be a scrum feed to Wanderers. Wanderers getting ever so closely towards that, that victory. They just need to hold out this scrum and find a way to put the ball down towards Nova at 22. Wanderers, and instantly the scrum moves backwards. The heavier pack making their weight felt at scrum time.
This is the men's grand final between Wanderers and Nova.
The kick for touch. If Nova can score a try, it'll be incredibly difficult for Wanderers to come back from that. But They still have to win the line out. They've had a bit of a mixed bag with the line out, so see how this one goes. They go to the back. Throw in is good. Referee playing the advantage for offside. Dummy. Great work. Draw and pass. Stepping back in. Wanderers scrambling in defense. Referee with the arm out. Advantage. Nova. Again, another player down. Could be a high shot. Referee going over to consult his touch judge. He's calling over a player. I think someone was pinned for a high shot. Number 10. And the number 10. The number 10 just arguing that it wasn't him, it was someone else that was. So the number, so it's someone else that's being sent to the bin. But so far, no one has left the field. Still waiting to find out who will be leaving the field. And it's this gentleman that's back to his feet, made a miraculous recovery and in the bin. MONI plus Nova with the chance to put this to bed. They have a scrum. Nova with the one-man advantage. They come, they go right, draw a pass, there's space on the outside. Can he go all the way? Yes, he can! 5-pointer, the first try of the match. Nova score the first 5-pointer, putting them in front by 2 points. Nova 8, leading the Wanderers 6. There's still a few minutes of extra time to play, so they can't celebrate as yet. This isn't Golden Point. There's a second half remaining. And as you can tell, a lot of players coming down with cramps, and as you would expect, they've played full 2 halves as well as extra time, with the conversion from the sideline just lacking that extra push. The direction was on point, but it's just not enough to go all the way. So the conversion unsuccessful. The score remains Nova 8 leading the Wanderers 6 as we're approaching the final seconds of the second half of extra time, with time being called off by the referee as another player that's from the Wanderers is down in back play. Yep, another player down injured. And we have a kick restart. Wanderers go deep and go long, but this bounce favors Nova. Bounces away as we have the 23 going on a break. But he goes down just inside his 22. Nova looking to take their time with this. Number 6 goes for a carry. Nova still have the ball. Ball security. If Wanderers can get a penalty, we have about just 20 seconds before full time. Penalty from Wanderers. What do they do? Do they kick for touch and risk a throw-in, or do they? And yes, it looks like they will be going for touch. And they kick for touch. It stays in the field of play, but it's with Nova now. And they still have the ball. As we hear the full-time siren go off for extra time, Nova just need to get this ball and put it into touch. Just like that. And they are the victors, the winners, champions of the men's under 23 division. MONI plus Nova, as they celebrate with the coaching staff and their fans. Nova, Wanderers can hold their head up high as a couple of decisions didn't go their way, as they aren't too happy with the referee. They just need to there's sometimes they just need, there's a winner and there's a loser. As we see supporters, you can't come in, you can't do that. You have to accept the result. You can't always win. Some decisions, some 50-50 decisions won't go your way. This isn't the way. Come on, guys. As we're still waiting for the medal presentation. Sometimes you just have to be graceful in defeat. There's always next year. This isn't the end of the road. As you can see, the fans of the MONI plus Nova, the victorious MONI plus Nova. And we're about to get the medals presentation underway. Okay, and that is the full-time score. The under-23 men's grand final. The MONI plus Nova walk away the winners. 8 points, defeating the NORTHWAYS Consulting Wanderers 6. And this is where we wrap up. On the other side, we have the men's A grade grand final coming up shortly. Catch us on the other side.